What's up YouTube, CharminEXSoft coming at you guys with another informational gaming video, and today I want to talk to you all about a new game in the making that's currently on Kickstarter, and I think you all be very interested in knowing about it, and it's called Dead Matter. Now, reading from the Kickstarter, Dead Matter is said to be a true sandbox survival horror where players will fight to survive in a zombie-packed post-apocalyptic world that fosters whichever playstyle fits you best. Players will be able to settle down and defend their home from outside threats with an expansive crafting and barricading system, cultivate and live off the land, or branch out, explore, and scavenge whatever vehicles, weapons, and food you may find in a zombie-plagued Alberta, Canada, alone or with your friends. Whether you want to join a huge dedicated server and explore a bustling community of players and build your list of friends and enemies, or invite some friends to take on post-apocalyptic Alberta in privacy, it's up to you. In terms of customization, the only limits to the player is you. Freedom of expression is an important design philosophy for the developers, and as such, they've planned their customization systems from the beginning to give us, the players, as much power over our protagonists as we want. From hair to head to body, we'll be in complete control. And on top of that, the developers have stated the world of Dead Matter is filled with every manner of weapon that we could think of, and they've built them from ground up to support all kinds of personalization. Whether we want to wrap our baseball bats with barbed wire and go out bashing, rig an alarm clock with C4 to go off with a bang, or strap your gun with a makeshift kitchen knife as a bayonet, the choice is ours. Now, after hearing all of this, I'm personally hoping that myself and all of you, the members of the Charminati, can personally wrap our weapons in toilet paper for a cool cosmetic look to apply and represent the order of the Charminati and CharminEXSoft Gaming. Nothing would be cooler to me than seeing everyone in action, covering the streets, killing zombies and other players and whatnot with weapons wrapped and streamed in toilet paper, flapping in the wind and stuff. I mean, that would just be hilarious to me, kind of like a representing the clan kind of thing. But, you know, customization is also not limited to characters and weapons, as the developers have also stated that their vehicles were broken down and designed in parts to allow us to transform any run-of-the-mill suburban van into an apocalypse-kitted survival dream. All that it takes is the right ambition and desire to leave your mark on the world, and the right materials, of course, they say. Now, as for the game world, it's massive, and I mean massive. It's 400 kilometers squared, or 154 square miles to be exact, and the developers state that they crafted their depiction of Alberta to be the ultimate survival sandbox, lush with a variety of life from wild forests to lakes of the Rockies to the once bustling city of Calgary. Now, to effectively simulate a breathing world, they've built their metagame and AI systems to support true variety. It's said that we should expect the unexpected. Any forest trek, highway cruise, or grocery store trip could lead us on cross paths with a settlement of soldiers, a band of scavengers, or simple families searching for shelter, all of which will do whatever it takes to ensure their own survival. But the AI don't get to have all the fun in the game. The developers also state that the world of Dead Matter was developed to support our settlements. Any building that we see can be barricaded, upgraded, or fitted with electricity and flowing water. The land can be farmed and cultivated, and the lakes fished. We can live quietly in the shadows of the day-to-day post-apocalyptic life, or settle our people around Alberta's transformers, dams, and bridges to retake control of the world around us. Now, some of the game's core features that are listed on the Kickstarter page are an in-depth medical system, a day and night cycle, weather, an in-depth inventory system, scavenging, electrical systems, hunting, and farming. The devs state that their medical system keeps track of player health through a variety of factors, such as blood pressure, blood loss, bites, scratches, and broken bones. Individual limbs and organs track injuries, and to avoid the sweet release of death, trauma has to be dealt with. For those of us who love playing doctor, they've made sure that we'll have plenty of fun with the medical system in this game. Now, with the day and night cycles, the world of Dead Matter never stops moving forward. The metagame uses the time of day and time of year to dictate weather and the actions and decisions of animals, AI, and zombies. As the days change, our threats change, and we've got to stay on our toes throughout all of it. But with day and night also comes weather, and in Dead Matter, weather is more than just a backdrop in the game. At any time, the elements could turn against us, and the warm skies of Alberta could birth heavy storms, blinding blizzards, and scorching heat waves, all of which pose unique threats to our characters and the world around us. To survive, we will need to hunt, find, chase, kill, and skin wildlife of Alberta for their fur or their meat. The devs state that they've tooled hunting to feel satisfying and fun for when we finally track that buck down that we've had our eye on. But hunting is just one of the ways to survive, and it's not everything. You know, we'll also need to scavenge, and the devs have said that they don't want scavenging to feel restrictive. So any container that we find can be physically opened and looted, from a nightstand to a vending machine to a locked up gun safe. We can search the home for a key to force it open, or we can play our luck. Just make sure that we don't make too much noise, because some of these homes could have like loud active alarm systems installed, and attracting an unwanted zombie wave could be kind of like a bad thing, if you know what I mean. Also, farming can be another key to survival, so the developers have created an in-depth farming system that takes advantage of a variety of tools that all serve a variety of purposes. There are a large number of items that we can use to farm, and the more crafting inclined can rig repair devices to improve speed and yield. Now, another interesting game feature is the inventory system. The devs state that the game has a grid-based jigsaw-style inventory system that challenges us to plan and conserve. Just as they are in the real world, items are host to a variety of unique variables beyond size and quantity, like temperature and quality. What we scavenge will often require unique planning and storage, so be conscious of that. Now, this to me screams spoilage, meaning if you hunt something, you better have a way to preserve that meat, like a freezer or something, and you better hope that the animal is not too big to fit in that said freezer, or a lot of that meat may just end up going to waste, and nobody wants that. But just finding a refrigerator or a freezer may not be our only issue when it comes to hunting and storing animals and things of that nature, as they've also implemented an electrical system that we're going to need to learn and master as we play the game. As the devs have stated, the electrical system is one of the earliest planned features that they have in the game. It says electricity is a core part of modern life, and in the beginning of the zombie apocalypse will reflect that, since their robust electrical system enables us to fully power our homes, opening up many gameplay options, from the typical turning lights on and off to permitting the usage of power tools to enhance our crafting upgrades. But nothing this good lasts forever, and bad luck and poor planning could leave us with dead equipment when things go south. Dead Matter will also feature mod support, and the developers have said that player freedom is an incredibly important thing of a fun survival game, and as such, they're putting everything in our hands. Their procedural development tools, which support full polished control of their environmental artists, C++ and Blueprint access everything. The devs themselves are modders at their core, stating that they know how important modding support is for a healthy, long-lasting community, and any user can host their own server with their own settings and mods, on or off Steam Workshop. It's all accessible and it's all free. See, Dead Matter was originally released as a mod for Crysis 2 back in 2013, and now it's being developed into a full game of its own, and it's been a long time passion project for the team behind it at Quantum Integrity Software Inc., and it was conceived and developed from the beginning by their friends and single-player enthusiasts alike. The game can be played alone or with friends, and they have stated that they plan to support and encourage both play styles as often and whenever they can. Now, I don't know about all of you, but for me, this game really has my attention, and I can't wait to see how it develops over time. Only 72 hours after this game was announced on Kickstarter, it was funded, and it still has a lot of traction that keeps reaching and unlocking larger stretch goals every few days, like the map expansion, which is described as adding in new locations to the map, such as an abandoned underground mining complex, that they'll also include new weapons and new items to complement the locations that they add in the game. They've also went ahead and unlocked the planes and trains feature, which is described as receiving helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, and trains for us to fortify, upgrade, and defend for those of us who want to use them for ourselves, and to store other new machines they're going to be adding and fleshing out the train stations, heliports, and aircraft throughout, or excuse me, and airports throughout the map, with unique weapons, vehicles, and clothing for us to find as well. And we've also unlocked the Way Back West edition, which is described to be a new sandbox inspired by Vancouver Island and the original Dead Matter mods map. Smaller and denser, Vancouver Island is home to new weapons, new enemies, new vehicles, new clothes, and new places to explore, all on a coastal landscape that will change in terms of, that will change the terms of survival. It says we'll also be able to travel between Alberta and Vancouver Island at our leisure in the game, assuming that we have the supplies to do so. Now, all of these stretch goals, again, have already been reached so far, and the newest goal being worked towards right now is interactive AI settlements and factions, which is described as us working with or against our fellow man, trading with, running errands for, or earning favor with the inhabitants of the world to determine the outcome of the new communities and families and strangers. Or we can expand our own, as it states that we can invite new friends and followers to join our homes, organize scavenging runs, delegate jobs and roles, or work to keep each other alive. And as of right now, the game is only like $8,000 shy of reaching this goal, and then the devs will add a new stretch goal to the list so that we can possibly bring even more features to this game. I myself was one of the lucky people who backed the game on a very limited tier called You're Saying We're Dead, to where the devs will work with me to name an entire town after me or something of my choosing within reason so that it fits in the game. And I'll probably back the game again on another tier as well to help the project further, as anyone can still back the game for the next 15 days or so because the Kickstarter is still live. It just kind of depends on when you're watching this video. Now, Dead Matter will be using the Unreal Engine 4, and it will release on PC first, as the devs state that Dead Matter is first and foremost a PC game. But they would love to put Dead Matter into as many hands as they can, but want to ensure the game is completed before they can branch out to any new platforms. As for release date, Dead Matter has no hard release date at the moment, but they plan to have the game in our hands in some form, whether it be a closed alpha, open alpha, beta, before the end of the year. I myself and some of my viewers and supporters will be part of that closed alpha for sure, as I will be giving away some of my closed alpha codes and also some game codes both on Twitch and YouTube around the time that they arrive. Now, I'm really excited to experience this game firsthand in the future and provide you all with new updates and details that I discover about this game, and I plan to cover this game both on my YouTube and my Twitch channels. Now, if you would like to help support the project, watch the trailer without me talking over it, or read up on it for yourself, I've provided a link to the Kickstarter down in my description box below, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. And again, I'm personally really excited for this game and all that it has to offer. I hope that we can form a clan or a guild in the game, something like that in the future. We can all play in the town that I purchased for this game and the backing on that tier. But, you know, these are just my thoughts and how excited I am for this game. But I really want to know what you guys think about Dead Matter, so make sure you guys go ahead and comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on the game, and I'll be sure to go ahead and check them out. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you out. And if it did, please feel free to slap that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Charminati today. And you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and comment below and follow me on Twitch and Twitter to stay up to date with all my YouTube videos. I'm CharminEXSoft, and as always, thanks for watching, and y'all come back now, you hear?